Let's bring Noodles and Marty back in. So Evan Bouchard went viral for the wrong reasons again last night, guys. He was a -3, now a team worst -9. Noodles, walk us through what you saw in his game last night and the problems that you've noticed here in his game since the drop of the puck this season.
Too many turnovers. And listen, we all know what the risk reward is with Evan Bouchard. Offensively, he's as gifted as anybody in the National Hockey League from the back end. But the reward and the risk comes with his casual play and his propensity to turn pucks over. He has the ability to make a 10-bell pass, but he also tries plays when it should be just a casual situation. You look at the first goal that they gave up yesterday, he tries a D-to-D pass. You've got to be aware of maybe danger situations. So no problem. It's early in the game. You give up a goal. But you're in the third period. You're trying to defend a lead. He tries to go up the wall. It gets batted out of the air. So he goes outside the dots instead of defending inside the dots and trying to sort things out. So too many times it's casual play, and you can almost see him thinking out there instead of reacting. On the overtime goal, there's lots of blame to go around. Draisaitl lets JT Miller go. But you can see Bouchard actually think instead of reacting, going, hey, there's a guy going hard to the net. And Bouchard takes a peek going, am I going to take the trailer, or am I going to try and maybe run Bouchard or run JT Miller over, or at least take a lane away? And maybe you'd like a save there from Stu Skinner at some point too. So there's lots of blame to go around, but what I'm seeing from Evan Bouchard, too many casual plays, too many high-risk plays that is hurting his team instead of helping.
Yeah, and he's obviously pressing, Noodles. When you look at Evan Bouchard, like the Oilers are 18th in goals for per game right now. That's not where they want to be, but they're second in offensive zone possession time. So they have the puck in the offensive zone a lot, but they're not just getting results. So what happens when you have the puck too long and you don't get a result? You press. You look for that perfect play, that perfect pass. You try to do something special, and it doesn't work. And yes, you do need a save when you turn the puck over. There's other defensemen that turn the puck over. Zach Werenski has more giveaways than Evan Bouchard. Rasmus Dahlin has more giveaways than Evan Bouchard. But when it's not in the back of your net, nobody notices it and everything is fine.
Marty, Bouchard also landed that extension, paying him $10.5 million a year. Only 3 defensemen have a higher cap hit: Carlson, Doughty, and Dahlin. Could the added pressure from the big payday have anything to do here with Bouchard's struggles?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, everybody reacts to it differently, but when you get that contract, you get the salary, and it's attached to your name, and everybody talks about it, it definitely can affect you in a negative way if you don't start the season with the right situation. And I look at the Edmonton Oilers. It's not just Evan Bouchard. Feels like Connor McDavid's not started the season the right way, and his contract doesn't kick in until next year. But you feel like, oh, is this the right way? Is this the right fit? I think everybody in that locker room is starting to question what is going on with the Oilers. They lost back-to-back Stanley Cup final. Are they going to get there again? So it's not just the contract. It's the situation. It's the team. It's the results. There's a lot of questioning that's happening right now in the Oilers locker room, in the Oilers coaching room, and obviously the contract's a big part of that as well.
Well, and they had a tough schedule to start the season. That 5-game road trip, they always seem to go 1-4, and it's an ugly road trip out east. They're 3-0-2 at home. They are a team, again, that starts slow. They do look tired. To me, they look tired. And the pressure on Evan Bouchard, because he signed the massive deal, he might be putting pressure on himself. But I would argue that the coaching staff and the whole organization has to take a look at it as well. They dressed 11-7 last night. So you had an opportunity for a player that maybe made a couple tough plays to maybe skip a shift here or there. Jake Wallman had an injury, so he's working himself back into shape. So there's lots of different factors with this team to get back in sync. You throw in the injury to Zach Hyman. He's an engine that helps run things up front. So there's lots of new players in the lineup. There's things to sort out. They look like a group that's been to the Stanley Cup final 2 years in a row. They look a little bit tired, but they're a talented team, and 29-97 can drag them through a lot of different things. But when I look at Evan Bouchard, the one thing I would say is at some point the coaching staff is going to have some accountability within that room. And I don't know if that's a healthy scratch, or maybe it's a few shifts here or there watching instead of being right out there after making mistakes. So those are things left up to the coaching staff. But from the outside, there's some frustration growing with some of the guys who haven't achieved their top level early on in this season.
Got to think it only gets better for Bouchard from here, because 710 players have skated in a game this year. Only 6 have a worse plus-minus than Bouchard.